Welcome to our first video recording, instructional video on how to make homemade biscuits.
And our first ingredient is the Arrowhead Mills Organic All-Purpose Flour that is unbleached. I always like to go with a more natural, clean option. We need 2 cups of this. So I have my measuring cup here. And we're just going to pour that in as carefully as we can. And, oops, that's even that out a little bit, just a little more. And we're good. 2 cups into the bowl. Our next ingredient is the Field Day baking soda. We just need 1 tablespoon. And we'll just pour that into a spoon. Oh, perfect. Next is 3/4 teaspoon of sea salt. I'm using the Morton sea salt that's finely milled. Now that we have all of our dry ingredients in the mixing bowl, I'm just going to whisk those together. Next, we're going to need 1 tablespoon of fresh lemon juice, organic lemon, of course. I'm going to try to squeeze that into the spoon. Perfect. And then we're just going to transfer that into the mixing bowl. Next, we're going to use 4 tablespoons of the Earth Balance organic butter. This is vegan butter. If you didn't know, these are vegan biscuits. There's 1. The consistency of this butter is very interesting. I haven't baked with this before, so it's my first time trying this out. This is what was recommended on the recipe I found.
I heard to make fluffy biscuits, it's good to use cold butter.
Really? Well, this butter is very cold, so.
I got that from the internet.
Next, we're going to add in the Khalifa Farms organic almond milk unsweetened. That's an important part. And it's just going to be 1 cup of this. Now we kind of have to knead this first while we slowly add the milk in, so I'm going to go ahead and start that with my clean hands. And they recommend to not pour all the milk in at once because you might not need it all. And you don't want your dough to be too runny. Should have used my lucky pen. can see the dough is more forming together, and we'll be able to shape it. It's a little dry though, so just adding milk as we go. I'm gonna use the rest of that. Actually, I'm not liking this consistency. I made it a little bit too sticky. So it's an easy fix. I'll just add a little more flour. And my assistant's gonna pour a little bit in. Very carefully into my hand first. That should be good, thank you. Or you suggest more?
I'm gonna be quite honest with you guys. I don't know.
I'm gonna be honest as well, I'm not sure. But I'm liking this consistency a lot more. Can I get a little bit more flour?
Yeah.
I feel like this is a great recipe for beginners because yes, you can mess up, but it's not hard to fix really.
What does the recipes recommend the consistency be like?
So describe it as thick, moldable, and not too sticky. Now this
That looks like it's doing that.
coming together, yeah. I'm liking what I see. Just gonna need this a little longer.
What makes it less sticky? More flour?
More flour, more dry ingredient.
Mm-hmm. It's getting there.
It's getting there. I'm really liking the consistency of this. And I have a theory that the more you knead it, the more wonderful it will be. Just getting everything nice and mixed in. I'm actually gonna use my other hand. I don't want any clumps of butter or flour in there. I really want everything to be mixed in.
Bring that up close. That down. Bring it closer.
This is looking real biscuity. Perfect. So I'm gonna try to get all this off my fingers. And we'll just let that sit in the bowl.
Hold it here.
Aesthetic shots. We're gonna take a little bit more of that flour and lightly dust our surface. That way we can begin to cut out the dough. So I'm gonna spread that around. Still going. I'm also gonna make sure I have plenty of flour on my hands. That way the dough doesn't stick to me. Here she is. Just gonna knead it a few more times. I think this is my favorite part.
Why?
It's fun.
That was descriptive.
I guess it's satisfying seeing the dough come together. Now you want to smash your dough and try to make it approximately 1 inch thick. We really want this to be even. That way your biscuits cook evenly, because if you have some thinner than the others, they're gonna burn before the rest of them are baked. Does this look 1 inch thick?
That looks good. They look like they're gonna be fluffy.
They're gonna be delicious. Now, I don't have a pastry cutter, but I do have a drink shaker, and anything with an edge that's pretty blunt will easily cut through this dough. Next to me, I do have my baking sheet. So once I cut this, I'm gonna transfer over to my baking sheet. Just gonna press this down a little more. Oh, there's our first one. Second one. And a third one.
I think we're gonna need more biscuits.
I definitely think I should have doubled this recipe. But hey,
We'll make do.
I enjoyed making them, so I'd love to make them again.
Code name for it. You're not getting more biscuits tonight, but
For another day, of course. Why buy a can of biscuits when you can make your own?
especially with all those chemicals.
Additives, yeah. Not here, not in my kitchen. Every time they come out, they just look so amazing. I feel like everyone just needs to start making biscuits now. I might be able to get 2 more out. Or should I just leave one big one?
No.
No?
One big biscuit? No, because it might not cook evenly.
You're right.
I feel like the air coming out is like
Oddly satisfying. Cinnamon roll, anyone? Just kidding. This one I'm not gonna cut. For obvious reasons. It actually came out like the perfect size. I'll try to... Oh! That did not do what I expected it to. But I feel like it's pretty even, so this is the last biscuit. No, we're gonna make this one perfect.
Oh.
I'm not wasting this, I'll add this to other ones. But here's our last biscuit.
What do you mean you added to another one?
Like, I don't want to waste this dough.
Oh, okay.
So I'm just gonna... Not sure if this is suggested, but... I really do not want to waste any food. So they might look a little wonky, but... Oop. Oh, I should probably just flip it and put it at the bottoms. Perfect. Now that we have our biscuits all cut and laid out on the pan, I am gonna add a little bit more of the same Earth Balance organic butter onto the top. We're gonna put this in the microwave for just a few seconds. Oop. Just so it can soften up. Can't hear now. Now that I have my melted butter, just gonna put that on top of the biscuits. Oop. That one got a little extra. Before I put these in the oven, there is one more step. I'm gonna take 2 fingers and press in the middle of each biscuit. This will help the biscuit cook evenly. That way it doesn't form a dome at the top. All right, she's ready to bake. Look at those wonderful biscuits. Then, ready? Ta-da! Here is my biscuit. My favorite topping to put on biscuits is honey. Ooh. I'm going to put on the Taylor Pass New Zealand Reserve Manuka honey. This is the one.
You see the sizzle?
Really?
Look at it.
Why did it get so dark? Oh, because I leaned over it. Ready?